If you want to meet me at MINEFAIRE in Dallas, then make sure to check the top link in the description, but you might want to hurry, tickets are selling out. What's up, agents? Zero here, and today we're on my redstone testing world once again because I want to show you guys this 2x2 hidden staircase that I built here on my testing world. Now, before I go any further, this is actually a modified design from someone else's video that I recently watched. The person in question happens to be FedX Game. He's actually a relatively smart guy when it comes to, technically speaking, Berdock Edition Redstone. He did originally do exclusively console edition, but ever since console moved over to Bedrock, there's more to it. I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, I actually saw a video of his recently. He did a tutorial on this, and not only did I follow the tutorial, but as I said, I made some modifications to it, and I want to share with you guys the modifications I made in this video. If you want to check out the original tutorial that he did, make sure to check the link down in the description, as well as a link to his channel as well. Also, if you happen to enjoy this video and you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what's supposed to happen. So if I go ahead and come in here, I can obviously walk up and down these stairs. But I can go ahead and flick this lever. It's going to close it up. Well, technically speaking in front of me, but I guess if you were to build this in survival, it would be behind you. But also, you can't see anything from the top, so you wouldn't even know this was there to begin with. So it's actually a pretty cool staircase, a pretty smart one too. So as far as the design changes, if FedEx, you happen to be watching this video, maybe take a few notes, and hopefully you're not mad at me for doing this to begin with. But I do want to go ahead and say, before I explain what's going on, I know people who are going to be watching this particular video may not be super familiar with certain redstone mechanics and redstone terminology. I do apologize, but I actually need to explain, or at least use those in this particular video, because I feel like it's going to make it a little bit easier, at least on my end, to explain. Again, I apologize. And so, yeah, so what exactly is going on with this machine? So before I actually get started, I do want to go ahead and get rid of these redstone torches for starters, just so that these piston doors don't get in the way. So effectively, we have some piston, slime block, and honey block mechanics down here at the bottom, which is actually pulling back and pushing up the actual stairs itself. That one's actually pretty straightforward, but it's technically speaking the closing section for these blocks right here that I want to discuss, because these are the things that I actually ended up redesigning. So first off, this block right here, and this is the same on the other side, but I'm just going to be using this particular side as an example. This block right here in FedX's video was originally a piece of an obsidian, and also so was this block right here. And this is actually the things that I ended up changing, and I'll explain how I managed to pull this off just in a quick moment. So right here, this is technically speaking a row of 5 blocks, and obviously it's the same on this side. So the blocks on top would amount to 10. And for those of you unaware, pistons can only move up to 12 blocks at a time. So that is technically within the push limit itself. Then we have the sticky piston down here, which this actually does get moved by pistons down here somewhere. I can't fully remember. I think it's this one right here, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so that makes 11. And then this block down here, as I said, this was originally obsidian. I put an actual regular block right here to hide it. This is technically 12. So effectively, it's seamless in a sense, which, if you guys remember, I made a seamless 4x4 vault door a while back. It's way off there in the distance, so I guess I'm kind of like on a seamless spree, I guess is one way to put it. But then also this block right here, this is actually technically block 13, meaning these pistons would not move. How did I pull this off? Well, I'm actually going to do some brief repeater adjustments. I'm going to increase the speed of these, delay of these, I should technically say. I don't know why I said speed. I'm apparently an idiot. But yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'll show you guys what exactly this does. It actually retracts them just briefly enough to allow the pistons to actually end up extending, which is actually not too bad, all things considered. I'll go ahead and readjust these again back to what they originally were. And it's actually a pretty smart design, at least in my opinion. So yeah, it retracts and then pushes back out. And it does not actually retract back as the staircase is opening back up, if that makes any sense. I used a pretty convoluted monostable circuit. I think it's a rising edge. I could be mistaking. All I know it's a monostable circuit, but regardless, you guys who are redstone experts hopefully get the point. Also, I did make some adjustments down in here in FedEx's original video. There's only one set of, well, actually only one torch down here. I had to make some adjustments in order to make room for pistons on both sides. Technically speaking, if I wasn't lazy and working on this at 2 a.m., I could have actually managed to figure out how to get additional repeaters in here to prevent me from using additional redstone torches. Hopefully that made some amount of sense. Even I got confused by that just slightly. And I'm the one explaining it, so go figure that one out. But yeah, so admittedly, it makes for a rather interesting door that you can't really tell there's anything there to begin with. Actually, let me go ahead and put these redstone torches back just so you have the door closing back up. And yeah, there we go. So that's literally all there is to this build. As I said, I did make modifications from the original design, and I'll make sure I have FedEx's video and channel down in the description if you want to go ahead and check him out. Actually, go ahead and check him out because he's really smart when it comes to redstone. Obviously, he wasn't able to think of this like I did, but maybe he can take some notes from this and maybe make some changes, improvements, whatever. Maybe improve his redstone designs in the future, admittedly. And so yeah, that's literally all I have for this particular video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. But more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.